Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Leroy Gangster. Come out again with some more Honkai Star Rail 1.3 dropped, and it's time for some more main scenario questing or Trailblaze mission, whatever it's called. We're gonna go do Obsequies performed a long road ahead. I don't know how to say that word actually. Is that Obsequies? I don't know, dude. I'm fucking illiterate. Don't look at me, okay? Public education right here. Don't look at me, all right? Don't call me mean names or call me mean names. I don't care. I don't care. Either way, we're gonna see what this is all about, and then I'm gonna get on to doing MOC stuff. I haven't pulled Dong Hung yet. I'm not gonna do a pull video. It's whatever. I don't have like the top up stuff anymore. I do have I have pulled I think like 50 or 60 times on this banner now, and have gotten 0 5-star. Looking to hit that hard pity and fail once again for the 50-50. You know, it is what it is. You know, if we miss Dong Hung, we miss Dong Hung. It happens, dude. I don't really give a shit. Well, let's not give ourselves away. Make sure where Kafka is first. What? There you go.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
I want it. I just want to enter. Yeah, can I enter? Could you please wait here a moment? I'll go and report you in for you. Okay. And then he just TP's us in. Sick. What an upstanding guy. He just fucking lets us in. Ah, flag. Sometime later, you arrive at the seat of divine foresight to check in on Junior 1.
Can you wait a little moment?
Nope.
The Master Diviner will be here soon.
Where is he? I want him right now. Give him to me. Oh, he didn't do auto.
She's temporarily taken on the General's
Sorry.
responsibilities.
I forgot.
Before
Sushin.
meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit.
Aw.
This is her first real test as a general. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
She can't.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
Oh, I was kidding. Hello? Come on, Sushin. You're fucking sick nasty. You dodge bullets and stuff. Because you just know where they're gonna hit.
It's a pleasure to see you all here today.
Why are you so calm?
Collating casualties and losses.
You smoked the booth?
Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
You seem depressed right now. Yeah, share your troubles with me. What you got?
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
Doesn't mean you have to bear it
I
alone.
think she actually really enjoys it.
Don't care. Didn't ask.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On
Get
the
her.
contrary,
Fuck her up.
I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised. They're finally here! Yippee!
Actually.
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
I gotta be so attached to material
Now that
things.
things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
That being said, I'd like some money. Thank you. Give me some money. Credits are very hard to come by. Give me money. Hey, give me the money. Go through the events surrounding the Ambrosial Arbor Calamity with Fushin. Okay. What's up, Fushin?
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's like a debriefing thing, no?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective.
You were
I
there.
would appreciate if you could go through it all with me,
Oh,
so that I
okay.
can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
All right. Sounds good.
So, where should we begin?
Your mama. Yeah, I think we okay. So we should do this in order, right? So Ventalia is last. Let's go through the Stellaron Hunters.
The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave.
Elio.
Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Lawfu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Lawfu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantalia.
I mean, the Peach, you gotta wait, no? But like, even more than that, right? It is mutual, considering that their entire goal is to stop the like entire antimatter Legion and the destruction, like in itself, right? Like that's what the whole story is gonna build up to, is everyone just coming together to stop the destruction here. Let's talk about Disciples of Sanctus
When the
Medicus.
Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right.
No.
But
Ting
why
Yun.
would Phantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes?
Where's the real Ting Yun, by the way?
Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
That was the same deal with Cocolia. She literally forsaked her own people just to, you know, do more for the Lord Ravager, no? Like, yeah, she believed it was in the best interest as a whole, but she was wrong, of course. Right? It was just she was corrupted by the Stellaron as a whole. And the same thing with these people. They were corrupted by the Stellaron. So, regardless, if you come in contact with the Stellaron, other than the Trailblazer here, you are looking just to be corrupted by it. You get, like, you know, spooky voices, fucking, I don't know, all kinds of bad shit. Let's discuss Phantalia first.
It appears that Phantalia was the mastermind behind it all.
At first.
The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Lawfu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
I got Trailblazer over here getting ready to battle, dude. You got fucking Marsh being like, what the hell is this? You know, Dong Hung about to unleash that literal dragon on her, and then you got Welt just with his hand behind his back. It's like, ha, I've been there before. Yeah, I think we already have the gist.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best.
Now, they do keep accurate records as far as I know, as far as who comes in and out of the Zanjo. So for me, it would have to be someone that regularly comes here that has been corrupted by Stellaron or by the Lord Ravager as a whole and has some kind of link to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The only one that I know of that has access to the Zanjo regularly, that comes and goes and has a direct link to the Abundance, would be Lucha, or someone like Lucha, right? Not saying he's the one that did this, but I'm saying that someone like Lucha might have done this as a whole. That's what I
I'm
assume.
submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, we're not here for fame.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
I mean, there is that part, right? Of as far as like making sure that we're under watch to the Alliance, but at the same time, if everything, you know, gets paved over, which I get that Welt's saying that would take a larger amount of time than they're like actually comfortable with, then in that case, recruiting their help later on would be even more like easy. But regardless, that's probably just going to happen anyway, because we're going to have the word of Yushin and Jingyuan here. So
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle.
Like
Before
what?
you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now.
I see you, Yushin.
If you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong.
Something Mr. Yoon left?
It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if Ting Yun vanished into thin air.
Yeah, we still don't know what the real one is, by the way.
The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Ting Yun was a puppet manipulated by Fantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision.
Yeah, or if she was the one to plan the
I'm
Stellaron as a
already
whole anyway.
prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one.
She did.
As for how matters are handled with regards to Ting Yun,
Okay, I already got her on my team out
I
here.
believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
All right.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
We're gonna see if you should. All right, optional plan for the future after discussions with your companions. Okay, so we gotta talk to our companions first, and then we'll go to wherever we're at. Let's talk to Welt.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed.
I wouldn't say unscathed, but okay. Yeah. What are we doing next?
Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting
I didn't
Yun's.
know.
I'll
Listen.
go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Either of you? Are you talking about Trailblazer and March? I see. It's Don Hung over there too. What's up, March 7th?
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal.
I also wouldn't say that. We're just mere puppets of the Stellar. I also wouldn't say that either. We worked in conjunction with them. Like, yeah, they literally orchestrated us coming here, but as far as what we did when we were here, that was on our own, right? Now, just because they knew what we were gonna do anyway, doesn't mean that we're just puppets. It just means that they can literally see fate, right? Yeah, maybe this is all
You
fate.
don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future.
Yeah.
No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy.
Yeah, what are your plans, Mira?
Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The
Uh-huh.
Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
Watch them be like, nah, it's down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty smart. That's good.
Yep. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
All right, sounds good. Don Hung.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape.
Wait, what's your dragon form? Annie,
It's a surreal feeling.
I liked you better when you
I
were
left
badass.
so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more?
I guess stab you through the chest again to get that back. Yeah, how long you plan
I'll
on
be
staying here?
gone very soon. Jing Yuan is still recovering.
Did he kind
and
of
the
ask me?
Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. It remains to be seen how the 6 charioteers will react to my presence. But at least for now, I'm safe.
Yeah, what are you
I
gonna do
want to
next?
meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara.
Be like, hey,
Seems I
I'm the
won't
one
be
that
able to cast
fucked it up.
off Don Feng's negative karma.
Hey, I guess you definitely weren't.
So I'd like to learn more about his past.
Same.
I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins.
Yeah.
If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
I mean, I got waypoints here and there's shit here, so I assume I can come and go as I please, right? Got the, hold up. Who else is over here? Can I just talk to anybody? You don't have voice acting, it doesn't matter. That's what I've learned. Alright. Do you talk?
The Ambrosial Arbor is dormant. Thanks to everyone's hard-fought battles, the Luofu is safe once more. Before he left, the General told me to handle things at the seat of Divine Foresight. Fortunately, now that victory has been achieved, the plans we prepared will never see the light of day. However, the General did order that if he were unable to return to duty, then the Master Diviner would take over his duties temporarily.
Is the General okay?
Alas, I'm no healer. I'm afraid I couldn't say. I ordered a military doctor to provide the most comprehensive emergency treatment they could. The Alchemy Commission was caught up in the Sanctus Medicus conspiracy. It took a lot of work to find someone trustworthy enough to heal the General.
The Dragon Doctor.
If we can help,
Bailu.
don't hesitate to ask. I don't know much about medicine, but there are lots of ways to seal wounds and prevent injuries from worsening.
You just gonna fucking freeze them.
Don't
Chrono
worry.
sleep.
Long-life species are resilient and strong. The General will pull through. He's faced down situations 100 times more dangerous than this.
I don't know if that's correct, but all right. Yeah, what do you plan on doing with the Ambrosial Arbor?
What do we plan on doing? Thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou Alliance was at its wit's end trying to deal with it. Today, nothing's changed. The Arbor was resurrected. Aside from the Arbiter's Lux arrow, I'm afraid that nothing can materially harm it. We might be able to suppress it with the help of the Vidyadhara, but with internal strife ravaging their ranks, I'm afraid it's a long shot.
If you can locate exactly where the Stellaron is within the Arbor, then the Express might be able to help out.
Thank you for your kind offer, Mr. Yang. But something as important and fundamental as the Ambrosial Arbor will require a meeting and deliberation from the 6 charioteers.
Yeah, they might look of a way. I mean, as they said, other than the the fucking arrow, nothing can actually harm it. So I was thinking that they might just come up with a way to seal it permanently, but I mean, other than killing it again, like I don't know what to do. Yeah, Fusion seems to be handling things pretty
Better
well.
to wait until the Master Diviner has another 20 or 30 years under her belt.
It's fucking crazy.
Subduing the enemy is one of the most minor parts of a general's work. They have to meet with the Lawfu's 6 charioteers and undergo 10 Lords' Commission inspections, all while dealing with the Xianzhou Alliance's top brass. None of it is easy to navigate, but it's a daily responsibility. The crown of a general sits heavy on the head indeed. Ah, I almost forgot. I need to gather data for the Master Diviner's draft report. Bye for now.
You homie. Alright, time to go to the Starskiff Haven. Alright, yo, look, I have so many missions to do. Alright, though, it's soon, TM. Soon, TM. Oh, man.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
Not doing the companion mission yet. We're going to finish this one. Ba-dum. Hello. Yo, what's up, Yukong? How's it hanging?
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster.
Hey, it's you. I forgot what your job is, but I remember you being in Don
Have
Hump's store.
guests. I shall take my leave.
You're like robotic or something, right?
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Lawfu from the Stellaron crisis.
It wasn't just us. It was a literal combined effort. Both,
Madame
you know.
Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
She left this behind the fan. Yay, a bunch of nothing.
I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. Simply unimaginable.
You got regret in your eyes, like you shouldn't have, like, you know, treated her poorly. But at the same time, I assume you're doing the same thing that, like, Jing Yuan does with his protege, right? You're trying to make sure that she was ready to do your job.
The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou? And Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise?
Yeah, we don't think it's the real one.
What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Yeah,
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission.
soul
Will
soothing.
you consider?
Hell yeah, I like to party. There's nothing like a party after a hard
soul-soothing
fight.
ceremony?
Yeah, so yeah, that's what that is.
To put it into short life terms, a funeral.
What?
You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, The only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives.
This is all relative too, and that's really bad to put their entire like lifescape into that right there, especially when you preface it with sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes. Like, just because they were unfulfilled does not mean they were insignificant, right? Like, sure, if they lived, they could have achieved great whatever the fuck this was, but still, like that, I think that's harsh as fuck. Holy
By
shit.
combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them.
Viking funeral?
It's
Okay.
not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Okay.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Okay. Time to go sort through her stuff. Yay, free loot.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off.
Or you could just cut yourself off. And, well, hits me in the back of the head.
Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned.
Hello?
Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
There's two of them. Which box?
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amy Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is.
The words bad
Looks
dragon
like
on the side of
some
my.
kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note
need
in the
that.
package.
I'm gonna need that one.
This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
No. I'm gonna need to confiscate that. Just for wealth. Thanks.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues.
I mean,
When
she
we used
respected
to
you at
trade
least.
in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek.
Sounds like me when I sing.
I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest.
She obviously gave for you, my
If I
man.
don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
I'll take a look in the box. What's in the box?
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds.
Seeds.
It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think.
Another
Where
shop.
have I seen that name before?
Yeah, it's on the
I
knife.
can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never
all about
seen
practice,
Miss
Marge.
Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This
It's on the bow.
bow.
Like a bow or it's a
It's a good bow.
an arrow.
It couldn't be meant for me. Could it?
Doesn't Yukong also use a bow? I'm sure you weren't the only archer she
Alright,
knew.
just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here.
I mean, it's looking fucking piercing right there. Okay, yeah, we should go.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Epicaster seal, small chest, sleepless Earl. Kitchen knife sets into supreme spices. An archery set gifted for someone unknown. I'm sure that's probably Yukong, right? Probably Yukong, to be honest. If I had to guess, that's where it would be. Let's go drop this stuff off. Oh. See, like, at first I'm just like, oh, these were gifts that, you know, like, again, just like Yan Ming said, that she would just give out to people, right? After, like, doing her journeys and stuff. But I'm sure that she received gifts in return as well. So maybe...
Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
So maybe when we give this stuff, they'll give us stuff in return that we could use for the star skip there. That was all brought by her and McCaster.
I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you
Ming
are
Ming.
there? Which tea would you like today?
Oh, we're actually on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting Yun.
This is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible.
Isn't that what you guys
When I
do?
took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard.
You know what
Miss
else is
Ting Yun
really
came
hard?
to the tea house one day
Access.
and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
You had to embark on another long voyage.
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Tinyun has been dispatched on business with the Skyfaring Commission out to other worlds.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec.
A few moments later, Ming Ming serves the tea she brewed.
Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend.
Aww.
Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a cup.
Hell yeah. Give me that shit. New tea, Ting Yun's Blend. Alright, time to go to Aurora Malley to drop this off here. I would like to... There we go. I've said this before. Bike raids, yeah. Okay. I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
Do you know how to fix a star skin?
I get that this is a gacha game, right? A free-to-play game, they make all of their money through the gacha system. That being said, there are hundreds to thousands of these titles on the market. And I haven't played one that has this kind of care put into it. Now, again, I have not played Hoyo versus other games long enough to actually appraise them either. But I assume if they put as much care into this one as they do in any of the other ones, then it's something that I might visit in the future, I'm not gonna lie. Because the amount of emotion just put in like a quest like this, pretty sick.
The Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda.
What's up, QQ?
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou?
Have you heard of Supreme
Isn't that
Spices?
the place on Auramali over in
Spices
Exalting
Supreme.
Sanctum? All the foodies go there.
Probably shit salting.
What about
Like,
it? Planning on treating me to a feast?
or O'Malley?
It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing.
Oh, come on. Little Stellaron never hurt
Tourists
anybody.
fresh off the Starskiff always head to
Did resurrect a
Starwash
tree, though.
Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map.
Oh, where?
Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Clock in and then go get tofu.
The
Come on.
Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've gotta give it a try.
No, I'm always down for people, you know, treating themselves, especially like on the clock in this day and age, you know. But you know, at the same time, it helps if you definitely put in the amount of effort that you're looking to receive. All right. Not saying you have to work to death. No one should do that, but
Spices Supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
checking out the sign, dude. Advertisement. Show ancient sacred ritual. You can picture the food before one eats it. However, one can't help but to worry with the person in the bottom right got to eat any of the food. It's ancient ritual of taking picture of the food before eating it. That's crazy. Again, you know, eating and being around friends, like going out to eat or any kind of thing like this is always going to be a social thing, right? Even if you're doing it alone and you do the thing where you take a picture and you post on social media, you're doing that because you want to feel connected. A lot of people get hate for that, and don't get me wrong, okay, looking at that on social media is not for everyone, but at the same time it helps to look at the situation from multiple angles, right? Sure, we can poke fun at it, I understand, but at the same time, you know, it helps us to see both angles of it, right? That's something I don't do enough just in my like personal life, or anyone for that matter. You know, everyone looks at most situations at like a two-dimensional angle. You know, people say you're either right or wrong instead of going, We both have a point, maybe. What's up, Yan Ku?
Honored guests,
Yansu?
welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
I want a big bowl of chili. Yikes, I haven't had chili in forever, dude. Like an actual good chili. Do people eat chili just by itself? Most time it's like, you know, you put it on like hot dogs or something, or you know, you put it on something, or you have it with like Fritos and cheese or something, call it like Frito pie. I'm trying to think the last time I just had chili by itself. I've had like chili concoctions that are like mostly meat, right? In that case, I guess it's more filling, right? And in that case, you could turn it into some kind of stew with like some veggies or something, like potatoes and stuff. I guess it's not that far-fetched. I don't even know what makes chili really chili. Anyway, we're on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting-Yun.
Something from Miss Ting-Yun for me?
Yeah, it was, you know.
Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds.
That being said, you can also better your own food by having someone else taste it. However, not every opinion you're gonna get is what you're seeking, right? That's why, you know, if anyone is like a foodie or likes to cook regardless, then you're probably gonna cook for, you know, a couple people, or maybe like your friends, coworkers or something, and you'll get feedback on it. Most of the time that feedback is pretty open of like, hey, it's good, right? Like you just get that. But 9 times out of 10, if you press people and go, okay, if I wanted to make it better, what would you suggest? Like that kind of thing, you would get more constructive feedback if people are wanting to do that.
She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand.
He forged it by hand.
Look how sharp it is. I bet it cuts straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell.
Bless you.
Miss Ting-Yun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Ting-Yun must be real busy, right?
Oh, sorry. Indeed.
Miss Ting-Yun couldn't tear herself away from work, so we've had to gift this on her behalf today.
Really? Thank you so much. Why don't I give you all a demonstration and prepare a dish?
Oh, hell
My
yeah.
treat. I'd love to repay this kindness.
Free food? I guess it's not technically free, you know, Ting-Yun paid for it with her life. But, I mean, I've got blood money food, you know, same thing.
Oh, speaking of which, it was our chili beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Ting-Yun to our restaurant. It's spicy, sumptuous, and guaranteed to get the mouth watering. Not even a girl as refined as Ting-Yun could resist the temptation.
Okay. I had no idea that they were going to talk about chili when I ran on that rant about chili. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. That was pretty fucking cool. Why would you put awful in the name of the... I don't know what this word means. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Awful. Meaning. Entrails and internal organs of animals used as food. Okay. So you got beef guts in this. Okay. Interesting. That probably gives it a much more like, I don't know, heavy beef flavor. Isn't necessarily bad.
Though, I think I know who Miss Ting-Yun intended to gift it to.
Ooh, yep, there it is, dude. Yukon.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Ting-Yun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Chili oil, beef, awful. I need to know what makes chili. What makes chili. Oh, I didn't mean to press my phone. Sorry. Get that out of here. Chili. Any kind of meat or combination of meats cooked with red chili peppers, various spices, and other ingredients. Okay, so just meat and then chilies or chili spices or both. Okay, noted. I feel like you could probably name that a couple different ways, but regardless, chili's chili. That's cool though. I didn't even know if you're gonna talk about chili right there. You know, every time that I like sit down and play this game that's like not a part of like the daily, like whatever stuff you have to do like this, right? I'm reminded just how much you should just sit down and enjoy a game. I feel like myself included, or literally anyone, it's all about efficiency, right? How quick are you getting through this? How much, it's all about how much you're getting out of a game now instead of just sitting down and going, can I enjoy this? Looking at the bright side and the bad side. I think if you do both constructively, you enjoy games more often. And that's something I myself don't do enough, but I'm trying to do, in the long run. Maybe I change. I think like the older I get, the more I appreciate how much care goes into anyone making a craft, especially something like a game. And, also appreciating the flaws because it shows that it's meant, it's meant to be made by people for people, right? And people are, in a total flawed. What's up, Yukon? I got a bow for you.
What
Just
brings
approach
you
up like the
here?
boys. We're here to pass on a gift for Miss Ting Yu.
This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her.
I don't think that's necessarily right, Annie.
30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned.
You let him die?
The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again.
That's not true. I got you in my
hid
party.
away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate.
Just because someone's a subordinate doesn't mean you can't take their advice, right? That doesn't show weakness. I think that right there, that sentiment alone shows what's wrong with most of the workforce in the world. Like that right there. The word subordinate shouldn't mean much anyway, especially considering that if you are a leader of people, then your job isn't to just order them and for them to blindly follow. Especially if you're questioned about like your orders or something. Most of the time, for me personally, if I question someone that's like a higher up, or something, in any field that I'm doing, then in that case, I'm not necessarily wanting to see if they're wrong. I'm wanting to see if they believe that they're right. Right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have as much conviction as you're ordering, then why should someone follow you in the first place?
She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed
30
with the
short years.
times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war.
You seem so sad. It's
I
okay.
was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
The one thing I hate about any kind of funeral setup is that it's always meant to be a very sad memorial, which I get. You're sad because you're no longer going to have the same connections and memory possibilities with that person that you're losing, or persons that you're losing, right? I understand. But at the same time, it's your job as a person to know that whatever memories that you had with them are going to be used to develop further connections in your life with other people as well. I hate the idea of death, man. It's not that you're just losing someone. It's that you are a different person for having known or having had the connections with that person or people like to begin with. But everyone just associates it with loss. To have loss, you got to gain something, man.
Wait for me!
Oh, yeah, I mean, what's up?
Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
That being said, I'm not against people grieving. You know, everyone's got to grieve for, you know, that loss in general. But just so long as people don't get bogged down by it, right?
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
Because grief isn't just, you know, a process by itself. It's a process associated with growth.
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning.
What's that meaning, buddy? I want to know.
I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies.
Oh, fuck.
Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars.
That is sick. That's sick as fuck.
For her
Awesome.
to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Damn. That's some sad shit, bro. God. Soul-soothing paper kite.
If you're ready, please select a few items to place aboard the star skiff.
I'm definitely putting that kite on there, bro.
Paper kites are often gifted to children, but as a symbol of spreading one's wings and soaring high up into the sky, they are also a comfort to Foxian pilots. It's an old tradition that's carried on to this day.
Yan Ming and Ting Yun both had something in common where they just wanted to learn about people, their traditions, you know, their skills, their craft, just people in general, right? Everything that made them people in the first place. And this really shows that, by the way.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
Hey, yeah, the paper kite.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
Yep, her favorite dish.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
A team named
This
after.
is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
And the Amicastor seal. The thing that literally made her have all of these connections in the first place. I mean, you say that, but even if she wasn't an Amicastor, then she would have done something, you know, regardless, right?
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity. The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth, and if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
All right. Soon the star skiff will carry the items you selected to the stars unknown, vanishing to the fastest of the halo. Long life or short life, everyone sails toward the same direction.
Oh, is that a stain? I love.
That's fucking sick. Genuine, he lives. The boy lives. For them tears, dude. Kinda made me some tears, goddammit.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Where he's like, I'm not old, boy. Shut the fuck up.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends.
You know, how you talking without that mouth moving, bro?
My apologies, I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Law Fu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
What, 2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Come on, man. I like some free real estate, please.
Please. Let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
All right, buddy. I'd like some free real estate. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Little things like that, man. The game's got a lot of references in them, and it's very nice. This is a global game. It's nice to appreciate, you know, things from all kinds of cultures.
What is your purpose for entering this?
Yeah, I want to go in, thanks. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Alright. What's up, Genuine? How's it hanging?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Law Fu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless.
Bless you.
I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Law Fu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Law Fu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a Jade Abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Aw, thank you. TY, buddy. A Jade Abacus? We've heard about these
When
before.
the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a Jade Abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this Jade Abacus. It is a record of the Law Fu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the Jade Abacus here, in my hand. No
Word?
matter how astronomically distant you are, The Lawfu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew. Whatever your need.
Damn, we got an army on deck. Boom.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Can't wait to squeeze it when I can't open a jar of pickles.
Such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yeah.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
I'm gonna forget we have this, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, we all fucked, and then boom, here comes Jing Yuan with the general.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Lawfu.
Let's go! Our boy's free.
Nice.
Nice. Does not
But
look
I must
impressed.
remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
Pretty sure he can guarantee that himself. If he gets stabbed in the chest. Dragon.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
To be honest, I didn't think we were done here completely, considering that there's a bunch of different ships, but I'm sure we'll be back at some point. Jade Abacus of the Lying Oath. Yeah. Yep, squeeze it, open the jar of pickles. Sick. Before you return the Express, bid farewell to the people you got to know on Zanjo. Okay.
Hi.
Ching.
I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I saw you fight Blade. And you lost, but I saw you fight him.
So soon? I
book
wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request.
Oh.
After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
Yeah, I could schedule a couple of rounds.
Deal. Safe travels.
See you, Yang Ching. You want my book now? Second half of Jade Abacus, Lying Oath. Shape of a tiger. Not sure if this detail carries any significance. Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm just rolling. You're not voice acted, so I don't care. Oh, good. I got fabulous foresight. Thanks. I do not want to leave yet. Where do I gotta say goodbye?
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
Oh yeah, I got tons. Yeah, I'd like to visit some friends.
Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Alright.
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Worry. Please worry. Who can I go say goodbye to? Does it show? It doesn't show me? Oh, I don't have this? The fuck? Oh, there's also 7 chests here in the Aurum Alley. Noted. Gotta go there at some point. Who can we say goodbye to? If it was not gonna show me, then like, rip. I don't know where else to go. I'm trying to think who else we haven't said goodbye to. I'm sure there are quite a few people, but oh fuck. I don't see any more markers, so I might just go back to the parlor car. No other markers? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll get those chests on my own at the point. Alright, parlor car we go.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Yeah, just because they live long, it doesn't make them any less of people. I didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Yu.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey.
Uh-huh.
This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
So what's our next stop?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
Yeah, I need a reminder. I don't know what Penacony is, or why we were going there.
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following the Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm.
Word?
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted.
It's a trap. Ooh, it's a trap.
When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Word? Okay. Meanwhile, in the shackling prison. What's up, Lucha?
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners.
Which are you? Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou.
I called it.
Was their motive?
I fucking called it. Didn't I call it?
Will
I
you
called
surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
Hello?
That's right, Jingwen. Stay
Hello?
out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author.
That's his mentor, yeah?
This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Yeah, because that was a fucking baller of a next step. But now we have access to all kinds of new things. New character. Locked at prosperity level 8. I'm pretty sure I already have her like already all the way up, by the way. Limited time rewards. What do we get from this? All kinds of stellar jades. I don't know what any of this is, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point. But before we do that, I want to do my messages. Dunhung, I would like you to accompany the data bank. Want me as a bodyguard? You just. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Luofu Vidyadru. I want to ask about some bygone matters so that I will better understand what I can do to make amends for my past life. Okay, I'll see this through. I'll be there. Thank you. Let us meet at the Sinwood Pavilion in Exalting Sanctum. Okay. Up anonymous. What's wrong? Nothing. I just thought of you. I didn't expect to be the only one in this movie theater either. Thought this movie would have more fans. This movie is called Out of the Past. Let's go together next time. Alright. I'll hold you to your promise. What kind of movies do you like? What do you like right now? Action movies? Michael Bay explosion movies? I often find myself in scenarios similar to the ones in those movies. Might be exciting for other moviegoers, but I find it lacks immersion. Okay, the movie's about to start. Talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah, 6 hours waiting for it to be like, error, can't see that shit. But that friendship has sailed. Yeah, it sure has. But yeah, that was the 13 or 1.3 story or whatever, right? That now sets us up to go to the next place, Penacony. Also, you know, literally confirming what I said before of like, oh, it had to be someone like Lucha or Lucha himself. And in fact, I was right with what's her name? Jing Lu? Jing Yuan's mentor coming in from the grave, apparently. No idea what that's about, but I'm sure we'll find out. But yo, nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. Peace.